Let me ask you a question. How many of you have ever felt like quitting? Not just on a single task or a rough day, but on something that truly mattered to you. Maybe it was a dream you held close to your heart, a relationship you've invested in for years, or a business you've poured your energy into. I want to talk to you today because feeling like quitting is part of the journey, but quitting doesn't have to be the end of your story. You see, life doesn't come with a roadmap. It's filled with detours, dead ends, and often, long stretches where you wonder if you'll ever reach your destination. Along the way, you're going to feel tired, discouraged, and even defeated. But those feelings are part of the process, not a signal to give up. The truth is, anything worth having comes with a struggle. Success, achievement, fulfillment, they don't come easily. Every great story of triumph involves moments of doubt and fear. What separates those who succeed from those who quit is the choice they make when they feel like quitting. When you're in the thick of it, when the weight of your challenges feels unbearable, it's easy to believe that the struggle will never end. But here's the thing, nothing in life is permanent. Seasons change, and so do our circumstances. The dark clouds may loom over you today, but they won't stay forever. Think of the times you've overcome something difficult in the past. Maybe you didn't see the end while you were in it, but now, looking back, you see how you grew from that experience. Your strength was built in those hard times, not in the moments of ease. So when you feel like quitting, remind yourself that this too shall pass. The pain is temporary, but the lessons you learn and the person you become by enduring it will last a lifetime. Every moment of struggle is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Often, the reason we feel like quitting is because we've lost sight of our why. Why did you start in the first place? Why was this goal, dream, or journey important to you? Take a moment to reconnect with that original spark. Whether it was a passion, a purpose, or a promise to yourself, revisiting your why can reignite the fire within you. When you started, you were full of excitement and optimism. But over time, as the obstacles piled up, the excitement may have faded. It's normal. But in those moments, you must remember that your why is bigger than the temporary discomfort you're feeling now. Your purpose has the power to pull you through the pain. Hold on to it tightly. Sometimes, it's not about pushing through for yourself. Maybe your dream impacts others, your family, your community, or even people you've never met. Maybe you're showing someone else that it's possible to keep going even when things get tough. Your perseverance could be the inspiration someone else needs to keep going on their own journey. When the pressure mounts, when you're exhausted and overwhelmed, it's okay to step back for a moment. Sometimes we confuse the need for a break with the desire to quit. But there's a difference between resting and quitting. Rest allows you to recharge and refocus. Quitting means walking away from the possibilities. So if you need to, take a breather. Step back, reflect on how far you've come, and give yourself grace. But do not give yourself permission to walk away from the dream that matters to you. In those moments of rest, you might gain a fresh perspective. You might discover new solutions to your problems or find a renewed sense of purpose. Your journey isn't about grinding yourself into the ground. It's about pacing yourself for the long haul. Persistence doesn't always mean running at full speed. Sometimes persistence is just putting one foot in front of the other, even when every step feels hard. But here's the key, even slow progress is progress. You may not be moving as quickly as you hope, but if you're still moving forward, you're still in the game. History is filled with stories of people who felt like quitting but chose to keep going instead. Thomas Edison famously said, "Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up." Imagine if he had quit after his first few failures, or even his 500th failure. The light bulb, one of the most revolutionary inventions of our time, might never have existed. Success isn't reserved for the most talented or the most gifted. It's for those who are willing to endure, who are willing to persist when it seems like the odds are against them. Every setback you face is an opportunity to build your persistence muscles. One of the reasons we feel like quitting is because we fear failure. We live in a world that glorifies success and shames mistakes, but the truth is, failure is a critical part of the process. Every failure is a lesson disguised as a setback. It's not a reflection of your worth or your ability. It's simply a part of the journey. Embrace failure. When you fall, get back up. Each time you rise stronger, wiser, and more equipped for the next challenge. Failure is not the end of your story. It's a stepping stone towards success. In moments of doubt, when everything seems to be going wrong, it's easy to question your own strength. You might think, "I'm not cut out for this," or, "Maybe this dream was too big for me." But let me tell you something, you are stronger than you think. You've already overcome things in your life that you once thought were impossible. The same strength that got you through those moments will carry you through this one. When you feel like quitting, remind yourself of the challenges you've already conquered. You've faced adversity before, and you came out the other side. You will do it again. Think about your future self, the version of you 5 years from now, 10 years from now. What kind of story do you want to look back on? Do you want to see a person who gave up when things got tough, or do you want to see someone who kept going despite the obstacles? Your future self is watching. The decisions you make today will shape the person you become tomorrow. When you choose to keep going, when you push through the pain, you're setting yourself up for a future filled with pride and accomplishment. Quitting is easy. It's the path of least resistance. But you are not made for easy. You are made for greatness. And greatness requires resilience, determination, and the courage to keep going when you feel like giving up. So, when you feel like quitting, remember this: you've come too far to stop now. Keep going. Push through the pain, embrace the struggle, and trust that on the other side of your challenges lies a victory greater than you ever imagined.